to thank all of you for this very warm welcome that you have provided to me and my delegation, and also continue to apologize for keeping you waiting. I heard you were here very early and we were delayed. So we continue to extend our apologies. I am happy to be here because I have come home, and I have come as your son to tell you that I have started my campaign to be the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, to be the president of the Republic of Ghana. As you know, we all pray to God for God to select us as leaders, because we know that God selects leaders. I have come here in my capacity, as I said, as vice president and also as leader of the new patriotic party and presidential candidate. Standing here, I can only thank God for what he has done, because if you look at how I have come all the way to this particular position, I can only give it to God. Growing up, I've been a by-day farmer before. I've been a taxi driver in London before. I've been a cleaner of dormitories in Canada before. But by the grace of God, I'm here as Vice President of the Republic and aspiring President. So I thank God for all of this. As you all know, I contested to be flag bearer of the MPP. At that point in time, there was a lot of doubt in the minds of our people at home. And I'm sure you were all part of that doubt to say whether the MPP will indeed elect me to be leader of the party. Because historically, our party has never selected anybody from the north to be leader of the party. And so there was a big question about whether I would be elected to be the leader of the party. But I was very clear in my own mind that given the work that I had done, and by the grace of God, I thought if God wills it, then I will be elected as the leader of the party. And so it turned out to be that in the MPP, we made history. We've made history to elect somebody from the north for the first time to be the leader of the party. And I am very, very thankful to all of you for your prayers and your support in this endeavor, on this journey that I had embarked on, because it was not an easy journey. Now that I've been elected as the presidential candidate, I have started my tour of the country to listen to our people and also to speak to our people. I have not yet outdoored my manifesto, and so part of this listening also informs me about some of the critical issues that are faced in various regions. And so I am in a position, when we finish all of this, to then outdoor a manifesto that reflects the people's wishes. I am seeking to be president of this country, to be able to serve this country. I am looking for an opportunity to bring various ideas that I have, and my work ethic, and my determination and my hard work to help lift up this country, to help lift up the lot of the poor in this country, so that we can move this country to a different level. When you look at what our government has done in the last 8 years, it has been very significant, notwithstanding the global challenges that we have faced as a country. Our government has implemented some very important policies that will help us as we go forward. The free senior high school policy is one such policy that we implemented, and that is to afford the opportunity for parents who could not finance the education of their children to have them go to school. And that policy has been a success by any metric you look at. The number of children who have gone to school in the country has increased from 800,000 to 1.4 million children. From independence to 2016, that is about 60 years almost. Ghana's senior high school population was 800,000 after 60 years. But after just 7 years, we have moved it from 800,000 to 1.4 million. And that has been a very big increase. But what is remarkable about that increase is that the enrollment in the senior high schools that we are seeing, the leading regions that are enrolling senior high school students are the 5 northern regions. We are the highest in enrollment in senior high schools. And the Upper East region is either number 1 or number 2 on that list. Very, very high enrollment that we are seeing. And we are also seeing more girls than boys enrolling. Because before, for every 100 boys, we had 68 girls in 2016. Today, for every 100 boys, we have 106 girls. So the gender parity has been achieved. And this is only going to help us. And the performance of the children in school is also improving, and improving very well. So in the area of education, we have done quite a bit. We have invested massively in technical and vocational education. 6 billion cedis investment in the last 7 years, the highest for any government. We have also made vocational education TVET free in this country. And that has increased the number of students from 60,000 to 159,000 enrolled in the technical and vocational education. What I want us to do is to have more emphasis on the basic education now as we go forward, to really push up the basic education as well to support what we are doing in tertiary education. Recently, we have started distributing tablets to all the senior high school students so that they have all the educational materials they need on these tablets or laptops that they have. And this is something that we are going to do. We have also done a lot in the area of healthcare in this country. We are pushing to have, as we are pushing to make sure that every district in this country has a hospital. And this is the Agenda 111 project. The Upper East has about 7 of these projects, if my memory serves me right. And these are all ongoing, and we expect some of them to be completed this year and others to be completed next year. And this will give every district a hospital. But in other places, we are across the country. We have 111 of these projects that are taking place. If you look at Upper East region in particular, you will see that the total number of projects that we have completed so far as a government in the Upper East region completed is 631 projects that we've completed in the Upper East region, and 302 are ongoing. And as I said, in the health sector, we have 7 health centers that we have completed, and 38 CHIPS compounds have also been completed. In the health sector, we've done 1 constituency, 1 ambulance, and we have also digitalized the hospitals across the country, all the teaching hospitals, all the district hospitals, all the regional hospitals have been digitalized. So today, if they refer you from, Navrongo or Boko or Tempani to Kolebu, you don't need to take your folder anymore, because all your data has been digitalized in the computer. When you get to Kolebu, all you do is give them your ID number. They will put it in there, and all your history will appear on the computer, and you will have no problems going forward. And we hope that by next year we'll cover every hospital, CHIPS compounds, every health center, and everybody's data will be available in so doing. We've built 110 classroom blocks in the Upper East region, 2 courts, 58 boreholes. We've got water systems, and also we have water systems of 43, small dams, 118 small dams, 7 police stations, and you are seeing that there's so much in the area of development. As I said, 638 projects 631 projects have been completed. So in terms of development, we've done a lot. But I understand that the regional hospital also needs a lot of work for us to do to upgrade the regional hospital. And I think that is something that I'm going to be paying attention to upgrade the regional hospital. The issue about the airport, I think the President of the House of Chiefs mentioned the issue about the airport, and I am very happy to let you know that we have also started discussions in government about the airport. And so when the discussions concretize, we will be making a formal announcement on it. But I think that we also see it as a very important piece of infrastructure that will help open up the region and develop the region. So we are very, we are in discussions. These discussions are taking place between the Ministry of Transport as well as the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. And I'm following it very, very closely. So we hope that we are going to do so. I, as Vice President, have also initiated many policies, as the President of the House of Chiefs have said, that in my capacity, in my limited role as Vice President, as your son, I've been able to initiate over 30 policies or champion over 30 policies since we came into government. If you look at policies such as issuance of the Ghana card, you look at policies like the digital address system in Ghana, mobile money interoperability. Today, you can send Momo between 2 different telcos and also between your bank account and your Momo account. That type of interoperability, they don't even have it in America. We are the first country in Africa to have that type of interoperability. Today, I have been able to bring drones into Ghana, medical drones. That drones are delivering medicines to remote areas to save lives every day. We have 6 medical drone centers in Ghana, and they are delivering medicines to 2,800 hospitals in Ghana. Every day, an average of 100 flights a day. And each of these flights sending blood, sending medicine, vaccines, and so on, anti-snake serum and all of that. And they are saving lives every day. The good thing for us is that the drone centers in Ghana are 100% manned by Ghanaians. Ghanaians are manning all the, and also Ghana now is the largest medical drone delivery service in the whole world. We are leading medical drone, the whole world. The whole world. Recently, the company in San Francisco came to Ghana to recruit somebody to go and lead operations in their factory in San Francisco. They took someone right from here and went back there because we have the most experience. So we are doing that. That is another policy that I brought about. I brought up about one constituency, one ambulance. I brought about Agenda 111. I brought about the gold for oil policy, the Zongo Development Fund, the Sino-Hydro-Bata Agreement, digitalization of the ports, digitalization of the passport office, and so on. I've been doing a lot of work since I've become vice president. So I believe with your support that if I have been able to do all of this as vice president, then if you make me president, I'll be able to do much more. I have a vision for Ghana. I have a vision for transformation. But that vision is very much underpinned by a number of policies. The most important and the first key policy that I want, the change that I want in Ghana, is to refocus on agriculture. Agriculture is the key for our prosperity in Ghana. And as you know, for those of us who come from the north, we have the land, we have the water, and we are going to have to change our approach. We want to do large-scale commercial farming. We want to do irrigation. We want to apply technology to agriculture. That is the difference between what happens in the first world and what happens here. They are applying technology to agriculture, and I want us to do so. For me, one legacy I would like to leave as president is to construct the Pualugu Dam, to make sure the Pualugu multi-purpose dam is constructed, because that brings about 28,000 hectares into cultivation. It brings flood control as far as the Bagri Dam's spillage is concerned, and then also allows us to generate electricity from the hydro side. It is something that I believe we need a new approach to the financing, and we need to bring in the private sector to help us do the financing because of the burden that this will have on government. So I want to really pay a lot of attention to the Pualugu Dam and see whether we can bring in the financing, and I'm sure we can, to do the Pualugu Dam, and I can try to interest the World Bank and other institutions also to look at funding the Pualugu Dam.